Hello, Jenny. Is anything the matter? Hi, Laura. I was just wondering if you were on your way, that's all. Pardon? On my way? Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, didn't Dom say anything to you? The new car that Dad ordered months ago is finally ready today, so the whole family was going for a test drive and then have dinner together, you see? Have they changed their car? This is the first I've heard about any of this, to be honest. Excuse me? You didn't even know that they were changing their car? That's strange. From what I've heard, Dom bought Dad the car as a 60th birthday present, you see? What? You're saying that Dom bought Dad a car as a birthday present? This is honestly the first I've heard of it. Oh, I hope that I haven't spoken out of turn or anything. Surely he should have spoken to you before buying something like that, though, shouldn't he? I hope he wasn't trying to keep the fact that he bought it a secret from you. You know the prices of cars these days. I was certain that he'd have spoken to you before buying it. I was even teasing him that the two of you were showing off by getting something like that for him for his 60th. Right? I'm quite shocked, to tell you the truth. Jenny, I think I'm going to have to see if I can find out what's going on in a minute. I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, Laura. If you can come to dinner later, I'll see you then. Bye! Hi, Dom. Where are you?
Me? I'm on my way home. I'm nearly there now. Have you finished work?
Yes, I got home just a little while ago. Were you planning to go to your parents' place tonight at all?
Pardon? Yes, I was. How did you find out about that?
Oh, I just got a call from Jenny asking me if I was on my way, that's all. I thought I'd give you a call to check, as it seemed like I was the only person that knew nothing about this meal.
Oh, I did not tell you on purpose. We just decided earlier today, you see? So I was gonna tell you when I got home, that's all.
Oh, were you? I also heard that Dad had got a new car.
Yes, he ordered it, and it's arriving today. That's why we all agreed to meet tonight.
I see. Is that all you have to tell me?
Yes, it is. What else is there to say?
Well, according to Jenny, you bought Dad the car as a 60th birthday present. Is that true?
What? Janine told you that as well? I wonder why she said something like that when she has no idea what she's talking about. Oh, she's caused a huge misunderstanding now, hasn't she?
Are you saying that what Jenny told me was wrong?
Yes, well, half was right and half was wrong. I went with Dad to sign the contract for the car, and I paid the contract fee of $100 and the deposit of $4,000. I paid the deposit as a birthday present to Dad. If that means I bought him the car, then that's what I did. But Mom and Dad are gonna pay the rest in installments.
Are you telling the truth?
Of course. Have I ever lied to you about anything big like this before? Why do you not believe me? If you don't, I guess you could just ask Mom and Dad later when we see them, couldn't you?
I guess.
Or I guess you could just call Dad and ask him now if you really wanted to. We don't even have a lot of savings or anything at the moment. How do you think that I could have bought Dad a car? I wish I actually had the money to be able to do something like that.
Even so, you should have spoken to me before he signed the contract, shouldn't you? How is it right that Jenny knew that you bought Dad a car for months and I only found out by accident today? I didn't even know that they were going to change their car. I felt like such an idiot when she told me, you know?
I forgot all about it.
How can you just forget something like that? It's really bad of you spending not even $400 but $4,000 without even mentioning it to me. If you wanted to pay the deposit for your dad's car as a 60th birthday present, you should have told me. It's not like I would have refused or anything like that. I have just liked to be consulted first, that's all.
I'm sorry, I really forgot about telling you. I was actually planning to tell you today on the way to Mom and Dad's place. I really wasn't trying to hide it from you because I thought you'd disapprove or anything like that, so don't think like that, okay? I just got the timings wrong, that's all. I really did mean to tell you about it all.
How could you possibly forget about something this important? Everyone except me knew about it as well.
I know, I made a mistake. I was wrong. How about I do all the cleaning and throw out the trash this weekend to show you how sorry I am? Anyway, I'm right outside the house now. I'll give you 100 kisses to apologize.
No, I'm okay, thanks.
I've always looked for second-hand cars before, but driving a brand new car really is something else, you know? I guess this is why people are always going on about how good new cars are.
That's very true. You really like it, don't you? You're always asking your friends what they drove, and we're really jealous by their answers, but now you'll probably have the best car amongst the lot of them, won't you?
Yes, I will. We're meeting next week, and I'm already looking forward to showing off my new car. Dad, you really are funny sometimes. You're looking forward to showing off your car like you're a small child or something. Well, it's worth bragging about, isn't it? Look at it. The car that my boy Dom got me for my 60th. Well, I paid the deposit for anyway. That was a really big thing though, wasn't it? I guess these days not many sons would even do that for their parents, right, Mom?
The deposit? Oh, yes, I remember now. We got the contract and everything sorted really easily, too, thanks to Dom. It's a lot better for us now we don't have to pay the deposit. It's taken a huge weight off our shoulders.
Yes, of course it did.
I only actually heard about any of this today, you know. If I had known at the time, I would have gone to help as well.
No, it's fine. We know how busy you are. We don't need you to waste your time coming with us too. Dom sorted it all out for us fine on his own. Anyway, Dom paying the deposit for us like that means that you did as well, doesn't it? I'd better thank you as well, hadn't I? Now, thank you so much, Laura. I didn't really think much about it being my 60th, but after getting such a good present for my children, I feel really lucky to have you all.
I feel the same.
You'd better look after yourself and stay healthy, Dad. We're gonna make even more of a fuss for your 70th, you see? I'll look forward to it. I'd better look after myself so that I live long enough to be able to enjoy all of this, hadn't I?
What is going on? Why does everyone seem to be so flustered?
It's your dad's 60th soon, isn't it? Do you and your sister have anything planned for his birthday?
We were going to take Dad to the French restaurant that he likes, but apart from that, not really. Oh, Emily said that she saw something on Instagram about a cake with a twist. I think it was made of dollar bills or something like that. I didn't really understand what she was talking about, to be honest.
Oh, really? I'm sure your dad would love that. I guess we could just give your sister some money towards that, couldn't we?
Dom, I've been thinking about something for about a month now, you know? Last year, for your dad's 60th, you paid the deposit on a car for him, didn't you? I was wondering if we could do the same for my dad for his 60th. What do you think?
Oh, you want to pay the deposit on a car for your dad as well? Did your dad say that he was going to get a new car?
Yeah, he did. Mom and Dad are the only people who ride in the car now, but as you know, it's an 8-seater, isn't it? He was thinking of getting a sedan or something instead because they have no need to drive a huge car like that anymore. Dad wasn't going to pay in installments but pay for the whole thing up front in cash, so I was wondering if we could give him $4,000 toward it. The same as you gave your dad, that's all.
That's quite a good idea, but I don't think we can afford that much at the moment, you see. We went on vacation with them not long ago, and I think we can't not think about our finances right now, you see. We're spending a lot more than we expected to recently, and I just don't think that we can spare that much money. The rates of return on the fund that we joined before isn't great either. There's a limit to the amount of money that we can earn, and if we keep spending big chunks of it like this, we won't have any spare savings to use if we suddenly need them for something important.
That is true, I guess, but I don't think it's fair that when it was your dad's 60th, you just spent all that money without even saying anything to me, but now that it's my dad's birthday, you say that we don't have enough money?
I told you before I paid the deposit for Dad's car with the bonus that I got from work. It was clearly something extra that I had earned. Don't you think that that was the least that we could do for them?
If you're going to be like that, the bonus that I got from work was actually my money, but I put it into our joint living expenses account. I felt certain that you'd be okay with giving Dad the money for his birthday, seeing as it's only the same as what we did for your dad. But to be honest, I'm quite shocked and disappointed with how negative you're being about it.
The situation's changing all the time, isn't it? It can't be helped. Instead of paying the deposit now, why don't we buy him a car later? I promise that I will let you do that.
If he buys a new car now, he won't need to change it for years, if at all. That's a really stupid thing to promise when it might never happen.
You never know, he might want to change it again. Let's think about it then. That's what I'm saying, as we can't afford it now. You could buy your dad something that he wants or needs for this birthday instead of the deposit for his car. How can you know that he won't want to get another car in the future? No one can know something like that. Oh, what's wrong? You look really mad. Are you upset because I said that you can't do what you wanted to do?
I was just wondering why our finances are so bad that I can't even spend $4,000 how I want to, that's all. If you add both our wages together, we make quite a bit of money every month, you know?
Look, I'm just a bit hesitant to spend that kind of money in one go right now, that's all. You don't have to worry about our finances or anything like that. We just seem to be spending a lot recently, so I thought that maybe we should be a bit more careful with our money.
Everything you've said up until now are things that make me worry. Then at the end you say that there's nothing to worry about? That doesn't even make sense. Surely you can see that.
Why don't we take your mom and dad out somewhere for a day trip when we finished at the French restaurant instead? I'm sure that they would like that, wouldn't they? I'll find somewhere really nice for us to take them. Dad, I've booked your car in for a service tomorrow. I've paid for it all, so all you have to do is give them your keys. They'll pick up the car, service it, then drop it back at your place for you when it's all done. Oh, that sounds very convenient. Thank you for doing that for me, Dom. As the car's white, it looks dirty even if the slightest bit of muck gets on it.
He really does take pride in his new car, you know. He's always taking an interest in it, cleaning it, wiping it down. I'm quite jealous, to be honest.
What is there to be jealous of? Didn't Dom get you a gold bracelet not too long ago?
A gold bracelet? From Dom?
Oh, I used the gold that I already had at home to get it made for her. I didn't buy it for her as such.
So you didn't sell the gold like you told me you were going to, but you got a bracelet made for your mom with it instead?
I was originally planning to sell it, but my mom said she was going to buy a gold bracelet anyway, you see? Even if I sold the gold, I'd have hardly got any money from it anyway, so I decided to get Mom her bracelet as a present instead.
Didn't you realize how expensive gold is right now? And yes, you decided, again, without saying a single word to me about it. You got your dad the car, your mom a gold bracelet. Why are you doing so much for your parents without mentioning a word of it to me?
Let's talk about this later, Laura, not now. Oh, yes, while I think of it, your third cousin is getting married soon. You'll both be coming, won't you?
Lots of people choose not to even get married these days, but why does our whole family seem to be rushing to get married recently? All of these weddings are costing me a fortune. I've already been to 2 this month, even. Everything is so expensive these days, isn't it?
It's just because our family is so big, I guess. It can't be helped, can it?
Family? We don't even see each other normally. What's the point of having a big family when you don't see each other and don't help each other out? They only call at birthdays, Christmas, weddings when they want money from us. Who's the person that Dad was talking about? The one that's getting married? I don't think I've even met them, have I? No, you won't have met them. They're really distant family, you see. Oh, I understand. They're getting married in LA, I think. We could all go together in your car. I think that would be for the best. We don't need to take both cars now, do we? Our car? You mean that we have to go as well? Of course you do! Even if they aren't that closely related to us, they're still family at the end of the day, aren't they? Well, that's true, but surely it'd be okay if you and Dad went to represent our part of the family? We never even met each other after all. Oh my! I didn't know you had no manners like this. Of course you should go to a family wedding. It's only polite to participate in big family celebrations like this.
That's true. What goes around comes around, as they say. You can't think of money spent on a family like that as a waste. That kind of thinking is no good for anyone.
Just a minute ago, Mom said that she was spending too much money on family weddings and Dad kept quiet. Why are they both now having a go at me for saying pretty much the same thing?
Okay, let's all go together like you said then. We'll have to get them something. It should be okay if we spend about $100, right? That would look a bit cheap, I think. They are family after all. And if you think of the cost of the meal for the two of you, I think you're looking at least $200.
Do we really have to go? Surely we could just send the present with you and Mom. We aren't even a close family. It seems strange us all going like that, especially if they're having a meal as well.
What are you talking about? Of course you should go. At times like these, you have to all congratulate the bride and groom together, and it'll bring your family luck in the future.
Did they come to our wedding even?
I can't even remember, to be honest. But what difference does that make? That's a really petty way to look at these things, isn't it? If there's no particular reason why you can't go, it's only polite to attend family weddings. You can't just say that you aren't going because they didn't go to yours. That's just ridiculous. Dad's right. Let's just think of it as a day out and go down with Mom and Dad.
Dom, it doesn't seem like you even really know who they are. You haven't met them even since I've known you either. I don't see why you have to go to someone's wedding just because you're family when you never meet and hardly even know each other, that's all. Do you really not want to go that much? Even if they don't really know each other, they know of each other and know that they're family, so Dom will be expected to be there. If you really don't want to go, don't go. The three of us will go on our own. Me, your dad, and Dom. That'd be fine. It's not that I don't want to go, I just don't understand why we have to, that's all. Even if they're really distant relatives, it's different if you see each other a lot or live near each other, but if you don't even really know— Stop it! How can you possibly call yourself a daughter-in-law when you have no interest in our family whatsoever? I am disappointed in you. I really am. What did I do? See? Answering back again. How dare you speak to us like this? If we say, let's go to the wedding together, you should just agree and go with us. That's the end of it. Why are you arguing with us about how much you see them and how well you know them? You young people nowadays don't know the importance of family. That's enough now. Calm down. There are a lot of things that young people these days just don't understand. You know that. Even your own children don't understand about family and things like that. Why do you expect your daughter-in-law to be any different? Why am I being made out to be the bad person in all this? They get mad and interrupt everything I say? I am so mad right now.
Did you really have to act annoyed like that and not even stay for dinner? Even Janine asked what was wrong a few times. She could tell something had happened by the look on your face. You could have hidden it a bit better, you know?
I said that I'd go home alone. You didn't have to follow me. If you want to stay there and have dinner with your family, go back. I am not stopping you.
Why do you always have to talk like that? How can I let you go all the way home on your own? If you leave with a face saying that your parents-in-law have annoyed you like that, do you think the rest of the family will be able to enjoy their dinner?
Well, they seem to be laughing and having a good time to me.
Hey, Laura, stop being sarcastic like that. It's not a good look. There's a limit to how much people can let you say.
A limit? Your family are the ones that were shouting at me and talking to me like dirt. What did I do?
Does going to a family wedding really need to turn into a huge fight like that? You can just stay at home. It doesn't matter. But you didn't have to go on and on at my parents like that.
The problem wasn't whether I was going to go or not. It was your attitude. Be honest. Have you ever even met the person who's getting married? Even once?
Well,
See? You never even met them. I think it would be perfectly fine for your parents to go to this wedding alone. They should have just said so-and-so is getting married, but you don't need to go. The two of us will go as representatives for this part of the family, and that would have been that. But because you asked them whether we had to go to the wedding of some distant family member that we have never even met, they started having a go at us for even thinking like that. And I ended up looking like the worst person in the world.
Don't you even realize what my parents want? Why they want us to go to the wedding with them? They want us to go there and introduce us and brag to their other distant family members about us. This is my son and my daughter-in-law. They do this. They're living so happily together. Things like that. They want to show off how well I'm doing now that I'm all grown up. Is it really that difficult for you to just listen to them and do what they want you to do?
I just don't understand why they have to do that in front of distant family members that we've never met or even had any contact with before, that's all. Are we just like accessories for your parents?
You are just so selfish sometimes, you know? Are you only family if you see each other all the time? Whether you see each other or not, you're still family at the end of the day.
Okay, I'm just so selfish that I care about nothing else but myself. The only people that are important to me are our little family. Anyway, what is more important to you? Being my husband or your parents' son?
What? What on earth are you going on about? Why does there have to even be a rank in things like that?
Well, from where I stand, it seems that me and what I think and feel are right at the back of the queue, and you just want to show what an amazing son you are to your parents. That's all. I really don't know how things can change so much before and after marriage. It's the same as coming back from the bathroom. You just said before we got married that we would only go to see your parents at holidays and birthdays, but now you're like, well, family aren't family unless you see them at least once every couple of months, and we're seeing them all the time. You, my husband, don't even realize that there's a problem and are just enjoying yourself and laughing all the time.
I think that's just the problem with the way that you think. I haven't changed at all since we got married, you know? I don't think that meeting up as a family is such a big problem either, especially now that Dan got married to Janine as well.
I guess you don't think that them totally ignoring their daughter-in-law's opinion is a problem either, do you?
When did they totally ignore you?
Like today. I can't even say what I think anymore. Whenever I say anything, I just get accused of being rude and answering back.
You don't have to take everything so seriously all the time, you know? My parents are hardly ever like this with you. What are you going on about? You're making me feel exhausted.
I feel the same. I don't want to live like this either. You said that we didn't have much money at the moment, so I was thinking about how I could save money on our meals and things like that and getting really worried about it, but then you were suddenly talking about spending $200 on some distant family member's wedding present when you haven't even met them like it's nothing. You are so different when you're with me to when you're with your parents. Listening to you earlier was like you were a totally different person to the one who was saying that we couldn't afford to give my dad that money for his 60th birthday.
$200 and $4,000 are totally different things, aren't they?
Not my family and your family that are different?
What? You're gonna go on about me paying the deposit for my dad's car, but not doing the same for yours again, are you? If that's what's bothering you so much, I'll ask my dad to give me the $4,000 back, shall I? That'll be the end of it then, will it? Would that make you feel any better?
You think you can even say that?
You think I can't?
I am sure you'd be able to ask that really well. I also know that there's no way that he'd give it back, even if you did ask for it. All I wanted to say was don't act like you can do whatever you want where your parents are concerned, and don't be swayed only by things that are going on in your family. That's all. I guess I was expecting too much from you. I really don't know if I can trust you enough to keep this marriage going anymore.
Keep this marriage going? Why are you suddenly saying things like that? Is this all really that big of a deal to you? So you're saying that you would even consider divorcing me over this, are you?
Well, why shouldn't I?
So, you're even playing the divorce card now. Well, No, let's do this now. I'm not gonna keep this argument going for any longer. It's just pointless. Of course you're the only one who knows what you're talking about, and you're the one who's always right.
Oh, don't pretend to be holding back on what you want to say when you really have nothing to say. Oh, so that's what was wrong earlier. You looked really angry when you left, you know. I wondered what had happened. I think if the three of them ganged up on me like that, I would have reacted the same and got really angry just like you did. I don't know what they're all thinking. Especially Dom. He should have stood up for you and stopped them, not join in as well. Mom and Dad seem to be a lot more strict with you than they are with anyone else, you know. They asked us about the wedding too, but when we said that we didn't think that we'd be able to come, they didn't even mention anything about it again. Well, that'll be because Dan answered in such a way that they knew that they couldn't change his mind. If Dan says no to Mom and Dad with that serious look on his face, they can't argue with him, you see. Dom, on the other hand, is just so weak. He just ends up doing whatever his parents want him to, even when he told me he was going to do the opposite before. Dan is a bit like that, isn't he? Mom went up to Dan earlier and told him that her fridge was broken. He was like, "Why are you telling me that?" Mom was wanting to ask him to buy her a new one, wasn't she? But she just said that she said it because she suddenly remembered. She didn't have the stomach to ask him to buy her a new one after he'd answer her like that. Wow, really? I can't believe that Dan and Dom are even brothers sometimes. You know, they're just totally different from one another. Dom could never have said anything like that to his mom, not in a million years. I think siblings usually have pretty different personalities like that. I think Mom and Dad expect more from Dom as well, with him being their firstborn and everything. And the main problem is that he tries to live up to those expectations all the time, pandering to their every need and spending all of our money on ridiculous presents for them. To be honest, the thing that made me so mad about this whole wedding thing is that the same pattern seems to be repeated over and over again. If we were in the beginning stages of our marriage, fine. I would probably have thought that it was okay to just go. I was always the weak one in front of Mom and Dad, so I was always unhappy with what was going on. I just wanted to deal with the situation wisely, but whenever I asked or proposed anything, the answer from Mom and Dad and Dom was always just no. So I got really mad when maybe I shouldn't have. I don't want to fight and argue over every little thing, but because he seems to favor his parents in every single situation, I can't help but comparing how he treats his parents compared to how he treats mine. You understand what I'm trying to say, don't you? I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I'm really sorry. You don't want to hear me moaning about our in-laws like this, do you? It's fine. We've known each other for a long time and we're in a similar situation after all. If I get told off or have an argument with Mom, I phone you too, don't I? Anyway, I think you are amazing having the courage to speak your mind like that. Even though Dan is pretty good at cutting Mom and Dad off before they go too far, I still sometimes get really mad at Mom and Dad. But because I'm still so young, I guess I can't manage to say anything at all. I think it's great how you say no straight away to things that you don't agree with. Great? In the end, no one even listens to me, so it doesn't make a difference. I'm sure that you've changed more than you think. If I'm honest, Mom and Dad let us go earlier in the holidays now, and we meet a lot less than we used to as well. Anyway, you've told them what you think about going to the wedding now, so try not to think any more about it. If they really want to go, they can go by themselves, can't they? I guess. What's wrong? Are you still angry with them? No, it's not that. I feel a lot better now that I've spoken to you about it, actually. I think that's the problem. What problem? I told you that I mentioned divorce this time, didn't I? To start with, I thought that I just said it impulsively because I was so mad with the whole situation, but the more I think about it, maybe divorce is what I've been unconsciously thinking about for some time now. No, you can get divorced. What would I do on my own without you around? I don't know, but I don't think I can stay married to Dom just because of you. I really don't see a future with Dom anymore. I don't know how many more times I can stand to fight with him about the same things either. I just think that maybe it'd be better just to end it. That is true. If you keep fighting about the same things over and over again, but nothing ever changes, what's the point? Shall I ask Dan if he will try to talk to Dom about the problem of their parents being able to walk all over him all the time? If his brother spoke to him directly about something like that, he might listen, mightn't he? Don't you think that's worth a try at least? No, it's fine. I think it'll just mess up their relationship more than anything else, and I wouldn't want to be the one that caused that to happen. Don't worry about it. The problem is in our marriage, so it's up to the two of us to try and sort it out. Good luck, and stay strong. Thank you for listening, Jenny.
I think we need to talk. I'm sorry, I lost my temper a bit back there. I know now that you must have been uncomfortable in that situation, but I didn't even consider how you might be feeling and only thought about myself. My parents really expect a lot from the two of us, you know? I know they have Dan too, but me being the oldest seems to bring a lot of responsibility with it, in their eyes at least. They're conservative, so that makes them want to keep me even closer, and I just thought that they were extending that parental love onto you as well. I didn't realize that how they act towards you would make things hard for you. I won't go to the wedding this time, just like you said. I'm gonna tell Mom and Dad to go, just the two of them. Laura, say something. Are you even listening?
Yes?
If you tell me what you find most difficult and what problems you have with all of this, I'll try my hardest to understand. So can't you just try to understand my situation a bit as well? I'll put us before taking care of my parents from now on. So, what you said about divorce, you're the only girl who understood when I said that I wanted to get married, but I didn't want to have any kids. Even the thought of you and me breaking up makes me feel terrible. That's all.
I'll tell you the truth about what I've been thinking.
Okay.
I think I'm getting really tired of everything recently.
What do you mean?
At the beginning, I liked you so much that I tried to tell myself that there are lots of people who have worse in-laws than I do, that mine aren't bad. But every time we fight about your family, reality strikes. Why did I get married just to be treated like this? Why am I just trying my hardest to understand you when you keep doing the same things that you promised not to do over and over again? You tried your hardest to help pay for your dad's car even though our financial situation wasn't great. But whenever I want to do something for my parents, you cut me off straight away. That makes me feel really sad and disappointed, you know. Why are you always telling me that we have no money, that the return on our stocks or funds isn't great whenever I want to do something, but you seem to find the money whenever you want to do something? If that money is there, you're making me worry over nothing.
So, what do you want to do? Tell me what it is that you want.
I think we need some time apart.
Excuse me?
I've thought a lot about it, although at the time I sprang the divorce card on you in the heat of the moment. It wasn't a joke. I think I need some time to consider whether or not I want to spend my future with you or not.
Laura.
I don't mind if you leave the house for a while or I do, but I think we need some time apart to think about what we want and what we're going to do in the future. Even if we talk about it now, we just say what we're thinking without even listening to what the other is seeing.
Do you really need to go as far as to do this? There's no need for us to stay apart while we're thinking, is there?
I do, yes. I think having some time apart is the right thing to do. This is all I want at the moment, some time on my own to think things through.
Okay, well, I'll leave and stay with my parents or something for a while then. When you've had time to think and want to talk, let me know.
Okay, I will do. So, Laura has decided that she's not even going to come to my 60th birthday because the two of you are separated at the moment? I am not having this. We're letting her get away with murder, we are. She's supposed to be my daughter-in-law.
This time, something feels a lot more serious than anything that has happened before. She usually gets angry, but this time she was totally calm. We haven't even spoken to each other once since she said that we needed time apart to think things through.
She's only acting like that because you always let her get away with everything. It's a really bad habit of hers. What did I tell you? I said you have to be firm with someone like her and nip all this kind of nonsense in the bud. If I had educated her properly about how a wife and daughter-in-law should behave, none of this would have happened.
If you'd done that, I would have been divorced a long time before now. One of my previous girlfriends ended up dumping me because she got fed up with you, don't you remember?
Why are you dredging up the past like this? If you're going to become a member of our family, you have to know how to behave properly. Do you think I had an easy time of it when I got married to your dad? Getting married means you have to make sacrifices as well.
Let's stop this now. You don't have to make this any worse than it already is. Why did you bring up that gold bracelet in front of Laura? Then all the nonsense with the wedding? If she wants a divorce, there's going to be a lot of annoying things to sort out, like the division of assets.
You're sure that she doesn't know about that investment money that you hid, aren't you?
Of course she doesn't know about it. With her personality, if she knew about it, do you think she would have just let it be? If she knew, she would have wanted all the money that she put into it back and would have caused a right scene.
Okay, you've lived together for over 10 years now, so I guess nothing can be done about dividing your assets. But she can't find out about that money. That would be a disaster. That's the money you used to get Dad's car, isn't it? If she knew that you paid for Dad's car for him in full in cash, and we weren't paying for it in installments like she thinks we are, it would be awful.
What do you think I should do then? We don't know what's going to happen next, so do you think it would be better if I transferred that money to you for now?
Sure, that sounds like a great idea. I could just look after it for you, and when the divorce has been properly finalized, I could send it back to you again, couldn't I?
Okay, I'd better take the bull by the horns and send you the rest of the money.
Wow, did you have this much money left even after buying Dad that car?
Yes, I made Laura think on purpose that she was making more money than I was, didn't I? There's the rest of my salary, plus the profits from the stocks and funds that Laura and I invested in together in there. They've all made me quite a profit, you know. I told Laura that they made less than they really did, and gave her a lot less than what we really made.
I think she must have been looking down on you because she thought that she was making more money than you all this time. Do you think it's easy for a woman to make more money than a man? She should have thought of that, shouldn't she? She's going to be so shocked and upset if she ever finds out the truth about that.
If she finds out, there's no way she's gonna let it go. So let's just leave it there and say no more about it. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I hope that she doesn't find out that I've tricked her about how much I've been earning during the divorce either. If she does, that'll be another headache. We don't know if it'll turn into a long-term litigation battle, you see?
Okay, neither of us are going to say anything. Why would we? Anyway, Dom, seeing as you have all that money left, can't you buy me a new car as well?
What? I've only just bought Dad one. Anyway, you're a housewife, aren't you? Why do you need a car? What are you gonna use it for?
What do you mean? Looking at my friends these days, both the husband and wife have their own cars, you know. I'm the only one who has to go to our meetings and places using public transport. Couldn't you just buy me this one thing that I can call my own, please? I want to show my friends that I am well off enough to drive a nice car as well.
It's not just buying the car that costs a lot of money, it's the upkeep as well. Do you know how much it costs to run a car these days? Have you lost your mind? Who buys a car just to show it off to their friends? That's just ridiculous.
Shall I show them our house then? The only thing that I can really show them is a car, isn't it? That's why I want one. Even people who rent houses have nice cars. That's how it goes. We own our house, and you've got a load of money stashed away, so what's wrong about you using a little bit of it to buy me a car?
Oh, Mom, I just can't buy you a car. I just can't. The one that Dad chose cost over $45,000. If you really want one, I'll pay $4,000 as a deposit, but you'll have to pay the rest in installments. I can't pay for another whole car right now.
Why are you treating me and your dad differently? You bought your dad a car. Why do I have to pay for mine in installments? How is that fair?
Can't you just think about me for a second in all of this instead of just yourself? Not long ago, you said you needed a new fridge, so I bought you one, didn't I? Isn't asking for a car as well when I've already got Dad a car and you a fridge and a gold bracelet a bit too much? Don't you think that you're being a bit greedy now? And just think for a second what will happen if I don't get divorced. Can you imagine what Laura's reaction would be when she finds out that I bought you a car on top of all the other things that she already knows I did without talking to her first? She wanted us to buy her dad a car the same way I bought Dad one, you see? I just can't do it.
Anyway, that's the problem with Laura, I think. She picks up on all these things really quickly and easily.
How was I to know any of this would happen? Stop it, both of you. Laura's definitely got you under her thumb anyway. This really is a huge mess.
Oh my. What on earth has been going on here? He's not only been lying to her about how much his salary really is, but Also about the gains they've made from stocks and funds that they've both paid into? I can't believe the three of them were working together like that. Laura thought really hard before telling Dom that she thought that they should spend some time apart. How can Dom be so cool and collected about it all? I can't believe that the real reason that Dom doesn't want Laura to divorce him isn't because he'll miss her or feel sorry for her, but because he doesn't want to have to divide their assets in case all his lies get found out. I am really disappointed by this whole family. How can they act like this toward Laura? It's really unfair. I think I'm going to have to tell her what's going on straight away.
You made an inquiry about the division of assets in a divorce litigation, didn't you? We talked about it briefly on the phone, but would you be able to explain everything to me in more detail, please? Sure. Well, while we were temporarily separated because of issues between me and my in-laws, I found out some shocking facts about my husband and parents-in-law, you see. For a start, my husband has been lying to me about his salary ever since we first met. He's also lied to me about the investment gains made from stocks and funds that we had both paid into together, and has been keeping all the extra money from all of these a secret from me. He told me that the stocks and funds had been making a loss, while keeping all the money that our joint investment had made all to himself. Furthermore, he has tried to conceal some of his assets by transferring a large sum of money into his mother's account so that it would be safe from being divided between us in the case of divorce. I am really angry that I have been lied to by him about various things starting from the moment that we met. Oh, I see. I don't know whether this will be of comfort to you or not, but there are more couples in the same situation as you than you'd think. I have dealt with a similar situation a few times, so have experience in these kind of divorce cases. Right. To start with, I'll advise you about what can be included in the division of assets. This includes any property or possessions that you have jointly provided, savings, stocks, and real estate. Things that can't be included are property given to you by your parents and assets or stocks that you obtained before marriage. Can I ask you how the two of you got your house before you were married?
Okay, the house that we're living in at the moment was bought with my savings and for money given to me by my parents. At the time, my husband said that he didn't have enough to pay for it. I don't think that was true, though, judging from what I've learned since.
Well, in that case, the house is not included in the division of assets and will belong to you. This adds to the level of contribution of your assets.
Level of contribution? What's that?
In court, the division of assets is basically a fight of who contributed what, you see. The courts decide who has contributed the most and how much effort each party has made. That means that the more evidence you have, the better. Do you happen to have any recordings of calls or messages in which your in-laws explicitly ask for financial compensation? We need to start by disclosing that there is cause for not being able to sustain your marriage any longer. If we manage to show that your husband has been spending your joint wealth one-sidedly on his parents, his level of contribution decreases further, you see.
Oh, my phone records calls automatically, so I should have recordings of calls from my mother-in-law asking me for spending money and other things like that.
That's good. If you make a full request to our company, we will be able to apply for an inquiry of wealth and possessions order and find out roughly what your husband owns in terms of property, wealth, stocks, etc. If he tries to block this by, for example, concealing his assets and is found out, we can file a lawsuit to get it included, so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, would you be able to get things started for me then, please? To be honest, rather than me wanting to get my hands on the assets, I'm really mad at how much that jerk has deceived me over the years, and can't stand to see him get his hands on anything else that I've worked hard for.
Of course, I totally understand that. There is nothing more reliable than legal treatment for a spouse who is openly trying to ridicule the other person. If you choose to put your trust in our company, we will do our best to maximize the level of contribution in your favor.
I'm sure that the lawyer on your wife's side will also be steadily building their case, so I think this will be a hard battle to win. At the moment, all of the circumstances are unfavorable to you. For a start, you hid your real salary from your partner from when you first met, and you also lied about the gains that you received from the stocks and funds that you invested in together, and kept them all for yourself. Also, even though you were both working, you left almost all of the housework to Laura, so that also makes your level of contribution even more unfavorable. The fact that you bought your parents a car and gave them a lot of spending money and other gifts doesn't go in your favor. Can't you do something about any of this? Can't I just spend all of my money or something right now? Would that help? No, it wouldn't. Your wife's team have already conducted a survey of wealth and possessions on you, so they know roughly what you have. Even if you spend it all now, you might be liable to give her even more money than you will already. So you're saying that I'll have to give a huge portion of my money to Laura, is that right? I was the one who chose where to invest it. There's nothing that can be done, I'm afraid. It wasn't only your money that you invested, it was your partner's money too, you see. That means that your partner is entitled to at least a portion of it. Oh, this is all so frustrating. What a waste, giving my hard-earned cash to her. The one thing that we have in our favor at the moment is the increase in value of the house. If the value has increased in the last 10 years after buying the house, we can claim a part of that rise in the division of assets. In this situation, it's very likely that the larger level of contribution will go to your partner. We will do all that we can for you at our end. The house value wouldn't even have risen enough in that time to make it worth getting a percentage of, surely? I'll still have to give her a lot more than what I will get from that. Isn't there any way that stops me having to give her all of this money? You know, are there any loopholes or anything that we can use in my favor? There is nothing more that I can do for you at the moment. Any scheme that you try to avoid paying your partner what is owed will only make you end up being judged even more unfavorably in the court case. There's nothing you can do except begging your partner to either delay or call off the divorce. Or you could just accept the situation that you're in now and try to higher our level of contribution by making up some excuse as to why you had no choice but to give your parents that money. God, this is all so annoying. It was nothing.
Thank you for worrying about me. I'll try to return to work again as soon as I possibly can.
No, it's fine. I should be the one buying the dinner, surely. Thank you for calling me first like this to check that I was okay. It wasn't a cause for worry. I'm sorry for stepping back at such a busy time.
It wasn't long ago that you were asking me for a divorce. How are you chatting with someone like that already? You weren't really seeing someone else already, but hiding it and using what I've done as a way to get more of our assets in the divorce by any chance, were you? Hey, who are you, you jerk? She's only in the process of getting a divorce at the moment. Nothing's been finalized yet. She's still my wife, so stop all of this nonsense. What? Your boss was a woman, not a man?
How dare you sneak up on me and take my phone out of my hand like that? Give it back!
What? I heard you giggling on the phone to someone, so I was sure that it was a man.
Do you have something wrong with your head? Can't I even talk to my coworkers who are worried about me because I haven't been to work? Can you even function when your head is filled with thoughts like that? What are you doing holding your head up like this?
Why wouldn't I be suspicious when you were giggling on the phone like that? How could you let me think that you were talking to a man and embarrass me like that?
I can't even meet another man in case he turns out to be a moron like you. Get lost.
Why are you being so aggressive towards me? You're scary when you're like this. Oh, can't you speak to me nicely?
Why on earth would I want to speak to you nicely? You want me to say something kind to you? Dumb? You stupid pig! I get so mad even seeing your face like this that I want to grab you by the throat and throw you as far as I possibly can. Won't you please get lost?
That's even scarier than what you said before. You didn't used to be like this. You were a bit rude sometimes, but you were never threatening like you are now.
How much of a pushover must you thought me to be for you to lie and trick me like that for 10 whole years? I've decided that I'm not going to live like that any longer, you see. If I am not going to be taken advantage of again by a jerk like you, I have to pull myself together and look out for myself. Don't you agree?
There's nothing I can say to that. Did you take classes or something?
That's a good idea. I'll start tomorrow. Shall I learn a martial art or something where you can make a person pass out by using pressure points? What do you think?
Oh, Laura, I'll just say this one last thing. Do we really have to get a divorce?
What? Why have you suddenly turned up like this and made me get mad like this again? I can't bear to even look at you any longer. Get lost.
All right, okay, I'm going. I'm leaving, so stop kicking me. Stop it.
What? So Laura's level of contribution was as high as 80%? So all that money that you had...
Yep, they'd also somehow found out about the money that I'd sent to you even. It looks like I'm gonna end up giving her everything. That's not all. I have to pay for the whole court case as well. I just can't believe this has happened.
What? Don't you usually split the bill for the court case?
Nope, the person at fault pays for the court case. That's how the law works, unfortunately.
What a ridiculous law. What a waste.
This is all because of you, Mom. You kept calling Laura, asking her for a new fridge, spending money, loads of different things like that, and all the calls were recorded, so she used them as evidence that counted against me, didn't she? Anyone can see that I spent a lot more on you and Dad than I did on Laura's parents, you see? And that counted against me as well.
Of course I asked Laura for those things. Who else would I ask?
Do you think I got married just to support you or something? You shouldn't have been so greedy. Sure, you can ask for small things, but it was constant. You always wanted something. You even asked me to buy you a car. That really was too much.
Listening to you, anyone would think that it was you who bought me my car, you know. I'm the one paying all the installments on it now.
I bought Dad a car though, didn't I? So what? At the moment, every penny is precious to me. There's nothing else for it. You'll have to sell the car. What? Why do I have to sell my car? I just mean that now I've lost 80% of my wealth in the divorce, I can't keep spending money on you like I have been up until now, that's all. One car is plenty for the both of you, so you'll have to just sell Dad's car and send the money back to me. I can't believe you're asking me to do that. Giving someone something and then taking it away again is one of the worst things that you can do to a person. That was my 60th birthday present. You've driven it for 2 years already, haven't you? If you've had it for that long, I think that's fine as a birthday present. Oh, you jerk. Hey, why are you sitting there so quietly anyway? Are you just keeping quiet in case Dom decides to sell your car as well?
No, that's not it. The thing is...
Oh, I can't stand this. I don't know who is worse, my son or my wife. If you're gonna be like that, then this is my house, so get out. Dad, you can't do that. You're being so childish. You were the one that started it by trying to make me sell my car. If you let me keep the car, you can keep living with us in the house. If you make me sell it, then you're out. Do you understand? Wow, I cannot believe that you're being like this. Okay, I'll go. Do you think I'm scared? I have the money to pay rent on somewhere too, you know? Dad, give me the car key right now. Fine, here it is. Take it, you moron.
You're acting like school children in the playground. If you add your ages together, you're 101. 101 years old. Act like it.
They're really pathetic, aren't they? I can just imagine your faces after listening to my story. How? Because mine is the same as yours is now. The month of separation and the year of divorce proceedings and the division of assets are now a thing in the past. After a lengthy battle of trying to raise my level of contribution as much as possible, the court ruled largely in my favor, which made me feel happy, while also like it was done mostly in vain. Even though I got some money, I'd still lost all the time I'd wasted on that jerk. I'm trying to make myself think positively about the whole situation.
instead of being annoyed about the fact that I didn't break up with him sooner. I'm pleased that I found out what he was doing and was able to get out of that relationship when I did. From what I heard from Jenny, Dan, who was told exactly what Dom and his parents were planning and talking about by Jenny, was deeply ashamed and disappointed by them and has cut off all contact with all three of them. He made this big decision as he was worried about growing apart from Jenny if he stayed in contact with them, as she was the one that witnessed what the three of them were planning firsthand. I hope that they can safely break away from that leech of a family and live a long and happy life together. That is the end of my story. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Babe!
What is it, my love?
Why are you responding to my text so late? I sent the first text like 20 minutes ago. You know how angry it makes me when you don't respond to me quickly, don't you?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Liz. I got home from work way later than I expected, and I was so tired that I dozed off immediately. I'm sorry I didn't respond to your message.
I'm not home yet and you're already sleeping? What if something happened to me? I can't understand how a man like you could do that to me. It seems like you're not worried about my well-being at all.
I'm sorry, honey. I was just so tired from work today. It was a long day at the office. I'm really tired. Exhausted, actually.
Are you trying to make stupid little excuses? Man up! You're an adult, so start acting like one. You're just looking down on me, aren't you? Because I'm still in university and I don't have an adult job yet.
You know that's not what I'm doing. I hate it when you try to make me seem like the bad guy. I met a friend earlier today. He and I haven't seen each other in years, so we got carried away during a meeting and fell way behind schedule. That's why I had to stay later than usual. I'm sorry if that makes you feel bad or like I'm not paying enough attention to you.
You were late because of a friend? That's the reason you're so exhausted? Because you hung out with a friend for too long? Of course I'm mad! I should have known that you'd have a stupid excuse like this. You always do.
I'm really sorry if this is upsetting for you. It wasn't my intention at all. You seem more angry than usual. Is something else going on?
Oh, I seem more angry than usual. I think I'm valid to feel this way. You always do this to me. I'm so frustrated. I can't believe you're so oblivious to why I'm upset. I've tolerated this kind of behavior for long enough and I'm starting to get tired of it.
You've been tolerating it? Can't we argue when you get home? I don't want to do this over text. I feel like we're just misunderstanding each other more. It's nearly 3 a.m. We can talk about this when you get home.
No, I'm not coming home tonight.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what I did that justifies this level of anger from you. Ugh, whatever. Just come home, Liz. Where are you right now, Liz?
Where am I? I'm at the club, obviously.
You're at the club at this hour? Still? When we got married, you promised me you would stop clubbing. You know I hate when you go out and get drunk with a bunch of strangers. It's not safe.
A promise? I don't remember making any promises. All of my friends go clubbing on the weekends and meet handsome men, so why can't I? Am I not allowed to act like an adult? You're so controlling, you freak.
I'm sorry if you think I'm being controlling. I guess I'll try to be better about that moving forwards.
So you admit you're in the wrong then? You know why I'm so upset? This is why I refuse to have kids with you. You're too controlling. Sometimes I think you're not the same man I married. Don't you know that?
Yes, I know. That's why I always apologize and try to fix things with you. I never try to stay angry because it just leads to resentment. You know, it really hurts my feelings when you insult me like this. Saying I'm overly controlling and that I've changed and I'm not the man you married. That hurts me.
Oh, it hurts you? It hurts me even more. I've told you plenty of times I don't like the person you're turning into. I don't think I can stay married to you. Let's get divorced.
I know you're really angry right now, but is it really that easy for you to say you want to get a divorce? You don't feel anything?
I do feel things. I will have you know, I am very upset. I am upset that we couldn't make things work because of your behavior. Honestly, I've been thinking about this for a while now. I had a feeling I might regret my decision when we got married, but I just ignored it. What we had was good at first, but I don't think we're a good match anymore. You piss me off daily now. I don't like spending time with you anymore. You always get home late from work and never seem to spend time with me.
Liz, you know I'm the only one in this relationship working, right? You don't have a job. All you do is go to school and get drunk. I'm the one paying the bills. Of course I'm going to be late. I'm working hard to provide for us. Are you seriously saying you think I don't do anything for you?
Yes, seriously. That's what I'm saying. I feel like half the time you're not even listening.
You know what? I don't need to deal with this. I deserve better. I deserve to be with someone who actually cares about me and who loves me for who I am. Not someone who constantly nags me. After I finish the project I'm working on now, I'm going to be promoted to the manager of marketing. I'm going to be making a much higher salary and will get more bonuses each year.
Okay. And let's see how much you really get promoted. Why would you brag about how good your salary is going to be when you literally can't afford anything more than a one-bedroom crappy apartment downtown? If you're really so well off now, go get a better car and invest in some nicer clothes. I would rather swim in the sewers than spend any more time with you in this dreadful marriage.
I think at my age I can get pretty high up. I'm young. Plus, being promoted this early on is a really good sign. All of my bosses like and respect me. I believe in myself, and I know I'm going to go far. Do you know how easy it will be for me to become a successful member of this company? Well, I mean, it's not easy now, but with my hard work, I'll get there in no time. I bet you it's possible. And I'm going to do it.
Oh, whatever. You're all talk. I'm busy right now speaking to cute boys. Let's talk about all of your overly ambitious goals some other time. I've already decided I want a divorce. You're not going to change my mind.
Whatever.
You've accepted that we're getting divorced, right? You agree it's the right thing to do?
It's literally been 12 hours. I haven't had much time to process your decision considering I was asleep for half of that time. Why are you trying to bring it up again so fast? Are you really that eager to leave me? Where did you sleep last night? Your friend's house?
Actually, I stayed at a motel.
A motel? It's dangerous for someone as young as you to stay at a motel so late at night.
Why are you assuming I was alone? You're so funny, Nathan.
What? So, you're saying...
Yes, I slept with another man. In fact, I'm still with him right now.
What? You cheated on me? I mean, you're still actively cheating on me.
Why? Does that hurt your feelings? Does it make you feel upset? I wanted to invite you to the club with me last night, but you went to sleep instead. It was the last straw for me. After our little fight, I found a cute guy and we've been together since then. Oh, you should see this man. He is so dreamy. His skin is so soft and his muscles are huge. I couldn't help but swoon at the sight of him.
You're really telling me all of this while we are still married? This is insane! You're crazy! We aren't officially separated and we haven't even had the chance to speak in person, but you're already moving on?
Yes, I'm crazy. Crazy in love.
I don't understand you. No matter how young you are, this is unacceptable behavior. You can't treat people like they're disposable. We were planning on having kids together. If we had a kid, what would you do then? Huh? What would you say to them when you looked at their face and remembered that you cheated on their dad?
But I'm not going to have babies with you. If we already had a kid, that would be different.
What? Are you seriously going to be like this?
No matter what you say, I'm not going to stay married to you. And I am certainly not going to be having any babies with you.
You're throwing away our 4-year relationship for a guy you met at a club on a random Friday night?
You're such an idiot. Do I really have to spell this out for you? I've been wanting to get separated for 6 months. The day after we got married, I regretted it instantly.
No way. Did you really want to break up 6 months ago? When we got married? We've only been married for 6 months. That means you've wanted to get divorced for the entire duration of our marriage. Were you cheating on me then, too?
I don't know if I should say. I guess it won't hurt now that we're splitting up.
So you did. What about all those times you called my friends over when I wasn't home? You didn't sleep with them, did you? You said you needed their help.
We did. I slept with a lot of your so-called friends. It wasn't the first nor the last time either. You were so oblivious, it was easy to do repeatedly. You never suspected a thing. It was fun at first, but now I can't stand to stay in this relationship with you.
You cheated on me before and after our wedding, but you didn't just break things off with me? What kind of monster are you? Tell me it's not true. Please.
Oh my, would you look at the time? My head hurts and I'm starving. Looks like it's time to put an end to this conversation.
No way. Do your friends and family know you've been cheating on me behind my back?
You know my parents never really liked you, don't you? You were never really their type and they didn't approve of you. They were mad that out of all the men on earth, I chose to marry you. They'll be glad to hear that I'm separating from you. If it weren't for your parents' high status, they never would have accepted you into this family. My dad would have objected right away.
So you only married me because of my parents?
Yes, obviously. I want to become a lawyer. I'm literally in law school. Why else would I marry you? You know that there's nothing special about you, right? The only cool thing about you is your last name because it belongs to your parents.
I wish I never met someone as shallow and selfish as you. It's clear to me that all you ever wanted was to use me. I regret everything. I feel so stupid, and I wish I would have seen this sooner. Let's get divorced. I can't stand to be married to someone as disgusting as you for a second longer.
Finally! You've accepted your fate. Well then, let's figure it out. Get ready for the settlement money you're going to send my way.
Why would I pay you a settlement fee? Why on earth would I do that? You are so entitled.
When you get divorced, the horrible husbands are always expected to pay their ex-wives accordingly. I've seen it on TV.
You really think I would pay you settlement money in this situation? You have cheated on me for the entirety of our relationship. How many guys did you sleep with?
Too many to count, actually. But you know, I'm sure you'll have to pay me. Then maybe I'll get one of your buildings as collateral. You know, the buildings you're going to inherit from your parents. I could sell one of those and easily get 10 million for it. Get ready to pay me the big bucks.
I don't understand what I did wrong to deserve this kind of treatment. I don't think I owe you that kind of money.
You always made me feel lonely and left me on my own. You neglected me as a partner in life. What do you mean you didn't do anything to deserve this? I wish I had met a man who would actually take care of me.
I don't want to talk to you about this anymore. I'm done with this. You're going to hear from my lawyers. That's all I have to say.
Whatever you say, little man. Get ready to pay me.
She was sleeping with so many men, she said that she lost count. She cheated on me with my best friend before and after the marriage. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that happen, Nathan. You're right to get a divorce. That's for sure. You know my specialty is divorce, don't you? I know, that's why I called you. You're the best of the best, and I think I need that right now. I'm sorry you're going through this at such a young age. It sounds like Liz doesn't know much about divorce laws, though. She seems to have made up her own fantastical expectations of what will happen when the divorce is finalized. I asked her about where she got those ideas from, and she just said TV. I thought it would be best to speak to a lawyer first. You did good work, son. She sounds like a real piece of work, that girl. Does she have a history of lying and cheating on you a lot? Yes, sir. But you didn't know about any of this? No, sir. Did she ever get pregnant during your marriage? Well, she did once. She got pregnant right before we got married. Actually, that was one of the main reasons we got married. But she ended up having a miscarriage. We always said we would try again, but she has seemed to be more distant and less interested in having children. I always treated her as best I could, you know. I would buy her gifts, and I got really excited about the idea of having kids. I got a really nice gift for my future child as well. What kind of gift? Well, actually, I invested some money into some stocks and earned quite a bit of money. How much is quite a bit? I don't really need to know, but I'm pretty interested. Maybe around $100,000? What? Really? 100,000 in stocks? That's incredible. Congratulations. You were going to give it to your future child? Yes. Well, I was even thinking of giving it to Liz as a gift, but I ended up not doing it. I knew it would be hard for us to raise a child when I'm working and she's still going to school. I wanted to support her as best I could. The stress from having a baby is unimaginable. I just wanted to be prepared and to plan ahead. Wow, you sound like you were a great husband. I'm sorry she tried to use you like that. She doesn't know what she's missing out on by leaving you. Well, I think that's enough about her. You're the lawyer. Shall we do some legal stuff now? Of course. I promise I won't let you down, son. We are going to make sure that things are cut cleanly and that she can't get anything from you that she doesn't deserve. Is there anything else I should know about Liz before we move forward? There's no chance that she's pregnant or anything like that, right? Honestly, I'm not sure. She said her period has been more irregular lately, but hasn't told me if she's pregnant or not. Okay, well, if she brings it up, you need to let me know ASAP. If she does end up being pregnant, she's going to try to take as much money as she can for child support. Alright, I'm going to get to work. I'll contact you when I finish all of the paperwork. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Nathan! Answer my calls! I have something important I need to tell you. If you don't pick up, I'm going to come to your work and scream in your office.
Liz, I don't have anything to say to you. Speak to my lawyer from now on.
I'm pregnant, okay?
What?
I am pregnant. I just took the test today. How could you have your lawyer draft the papers and send them my way so fast? It's only been a few days.
What do you mean? You were the one who slept with another man right after telling me you wanted to get divorced. This isn't my problem anymore. Figure it out for yourself.
I can't believe how cold-hearted you are. I was the one who was supposed to send the papers to you. I wanted the divorce in the first place.
Okay. And?
You were the one who made me feel lonely and abandoned. Why am I suffering the consequences? Plus, I'm going to have a child and it's yours. You need to pay me child support.
I don't think you understand. My work was what paid your bills. You were lonely? I was overworked. You called me at random hours just to fight and argue. It's incredibly frustrating to look back on. You lied to me, cheated, and stole my money. When I got home from work late, all I wanted to do was sleep, but you wouldn't let me, would you? You have zero proof that the baby is mine anyway. How do you know it wasn't one of the guys you slept with?
Why are you bringing that up now? How do you know it's not yours?
Because you've given me zero proof that you're even pregnant at all.
You should be asking me how I am. I am pregnant. This explains why I've been so moody and hormonal lately. I'm sorry for the way I acted, okay? Did you ever think maybe it was because something else was going on?
I did think that. I literally asked you about that and you said no.
I can't believe you would abandon me like this. How am I supposed to become a single mom? You're ruining my life.
You should have thought about this sooner. You told me that you wanted to get divorced. Are you saying that you don't want that now? Are you trying to take it back? This isn't something you can just take back, you know.
I know, but I didn't think about what this would really mean for us. I mean, I still love you. I can't give you any settlement money, and it seems like your lawyer is asking me for it. You know I have nothing.
Okay. And what am I supposed to do about that? You were the one who said you wanted to get divorced. You're the one who started all of this.
Yes, I said I wanted a divorce, but I didn't know you would make me pay a settlement fee. How am I supposed to pay you that?
Have you spoken to your lawyer? Did they not explain all of this to you?
They did explain it, but it's different than everything I've heard. I mean, what they were saying doesn't match up to what I've heard everyone else say. I thought that after you get married, if you get divorced, the man is the one who has to pay everyone back. How was I supposed to know that you'd make me pay a settlement fee?
Dude, you can't just blindly believe everything you see on TV, especially when they don't provide all the context. Why were you thinking about getting divorced so far in advance anyways? Was this your plan all along? To marry me and then get divorced and steal my money? I should have seen this coming. You never contributed to anything. You always made excuses as to why you couldn't work or clean or cook or help me with anything. I should have known better than to trust you.
What do you mean I never contributed anything?
It's only been 6 months since we got married, and you've been thinking you should leave this whole time. You've been cheating for over 6 months, and you still think you've contributed positively to this relationship?
Why do you keep bringing up that we've only been together for 6 months? What does that matter? Who cares if we were married for 6 months or 6 years? You're the man in this relationship. Of course you should take care of me. Plus, I'm still a university student. That's why I'm always so busy.
I know you're a student, but still. That doesn't mean you can just walk all over me. You can't just say cruel things and use being a student as an excuse. You've caused so much damage to my mental health.
Okay, I get it. I was a bad wife. Are you really saying that if I go through with a divorce, I can't receive any of your money?
I don't understand why you're not getting this through your thick skull. No, you won't get anything.
It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, everything I've heard is so different. I think I should at least get a couple $1,000s from you. It's only fair. I mean, you get to keep the apartment, right? I deserve some compensation.
Listen very closely, because I'm only going to say this once. I'm the one who is divorcing you now. You have no choice in the final outcome here.
Then, what about a couple hundred? Can't you spare that much? Nathan? Nathan, please. I know you're still a good guy.
You can't be serious. You have no shame, Liz. You're the one who is going to end up owing me.
Nathan, please listen. Can't we just meet up and speak about this in person at least once?
What? I asked if you wanted to speak in person before and you said no. Why would I do you that favor?
I was insane. This has been crazy, and I made a lot of mistakes. I drank a lot of alcohol that night and wasn't thinking clearly. Why won't you give me one more chance? Please?
I'm done speaking to you. I feel like I'm talking in circles. Did you forget what you said this weekend? You wanted to spend your night with handsome men, and you did. You even slept with one. I'm not going to listen to this anymore.
What am I supposed to do? Didn't you hear me say I'm pregnant? What are you going to do about this baby?
That's not my baby. I can guarantee it. I want to move on with my life, just like you. Honestly, I don't know if I believe if you're even pregnant. This could all be a big lie to keep me with you. If it really is my kid and you can prove it with a paternity test, I will take care of them. But I'm done putting up with you.
What? How can you take care of the kid without taking care of me?
From now on, if you want to speak with me, you need to go through my lawyer. Don't contact me ever again. I'm going to block you. Goodbye, Liz.
No, don't go, Nathan! Don't you dare block me! Please! I'm begging you! Just listen to me! Please!
Until the finalization of the divorce, Liz continued to contact me. I blocked her number, but she tried to contact me other ways. She showed it to my work, to my house, and even got into contact with my family and friends. I ended up filing for a restraining order, so now she is unable to come near me or else she will face legal repercussions. It turns out that Liz was in fact pregnant, but I was not the father. It was not clear who the biological father was. At first I felt bad for her, but then I remembered all the trouble she put me through and the lies she told. The only person I feel bad for is her newborn baby. I can't imagine how they will turn out having someone like that as their only parental figure. Hopefully Liz will grow up and will raise her child with love, compassion, and honesty. In the end, I didn't force her to pay me the settlement, but I also didn't give her any of my money. The last I heard about her was that she moved back in with her parents. I recently met a very kind woman at a coffee shop near my work. She compliments me often and makes me feel a little nervous. I'm thinking of asking her out on a date. Thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing.
Hey, Carl. I just heard my sister's baby was born. It's a girl.
Oh, cool. Send them congrats from me. They must be so excited.
Yeah, they're all super excited. My mom and dad keep sending me pics of the baby. Her name is Gemma.
'Cause she's like a gem? That's kinda lame. Anyway, I don't really get the excitement. I get it, baby. So cute. But hey, how much can you care about some random baby, right?
It's not a random baby. Gemma's family, the newest addition. I just can't wait to hold her and pinch her little cheeks.
Right, let's stop talking about babies, Kay? It never ends well.
What's wrong with talking about my niece?
You know, we're 42. We've said we're leaving it to God, right? So we're okay with not having one.
I'm okay with it. I still like babies, so what?
Kay, nothing. It's fine. I just don't want any problems, you know?
What are you even talking about? Oh, way to ruin my mood.
Look, don't get mad at me. You're the one that can't keep your mood in check. You don't even do the basic housework women do. You're always bossing me around.
Are you kidding me right now? Not this again. Did you talk to your mother again?
Well, yeah, she called me. She asked me how things were going, so I told her.
You told her what?
That I'm tired and I don't feel like doing housework when I get home. She says I shouldn't have to.
When we talked, you said you understood we both work and we both have an obligation to take care of the house. You do this every time. You need to stand up for yourself and me.
That's what my mom said too. I need to stand up for myself, be a man. She says she can't believe you treat me like that a wife should prioritize her husband over work.
Oh, Carl, we work at the same company. I'm your direct supervisor. That's how we friggin' met. Can you please stop going back and forth on this? When we got married, you said you would respect me and work with me to build a life together.
And I do, right?
Sometimes. Then you have these days like today when a perfectly fine conversation becomes a huge pain. I know from your tone that you've talked to your mother and she's put antiquated notions of what marriage should look like.
She's my mom. You want me to not listen to her?
Yes, take my side for once.
Look, let's talk about it tonight after work. Let's just order in and have some wine. Your choice. How about that Italian place you like?
All right, I'll call them, but we need to really talk about this.
I know. Sorry. I love you, okay?
I love you too.
Hey, Aaron, are you free right now?
Sure. I just got done putting the laundry in the wash. What's up?
Perfect. Could you hop onto your laptop and see if you can't book 2 tickets back to Albany for us? My parents just called and they want us home for Christmas.
Wait, what? Your parents want us back again. We were just there for Thanksgiving and last Christmas. Didn't you promise that we'd spend Christmas with my family this year? I want to meet Gemma too.
I know, Aaron, I did, and I'm sorry. It's just, you know how my mom can be, right? She just kept on going on, and I might have just said yes just to shut her up.
Seriously, Carl? You're a grown man. You have to be able to stand up for yourself. I can't help you deal with every little thing, especially when it comes to your own mother. You needed to put your foot down. I can't believe you.
I know, I'm really, really sorry, Aaron. Next year, I promise, next year we'll spend the holidays with your family.
I've heard that one before. Also, as cold as this might sound, can we really not just spend the holidays with our respective families? Of course, it'd be better if we were all together, but just a suggestion.
I mean, my mom keeps going on and on about how she really needs you there, so I don't know if that'll fly.
I mean, just because she wants me there, that's not really an excuse to separate me from my family, is it? Besides, apart from your dad, what about all the other people that show up for the holidays?
What other people?
Your relatives? Don't they have anything to say about your mother wanting them there? Or am I the only one being forced there?
Well, most of my relatives live nearby, right? I don't think my mom means to single you out. She just kind of expects everyone to show up. I think it only feels that way because we're the only ones who live so far.
I don't buy it.
Look, we'll talk about this later. Just book the tickets, okay? I've got to get back to work.
Fine. But just letting you know, I am not happy about this. I was really looking forward to seeing my family this Christmas.
I'll make it up to you. Whatever you want, it's yours. I promise that this is the last time. I don't think that my mom's a bad person. She just misses me. I'm their only child after all.
Look, I get that, I really do. But don't you think my parents miss me too? Or do they not matter to you at all?
No, that's not what I meant, sweetie. That's not what I meant at all. Our situations aren't exactly the same, right? You have a brother and sister, and they live pretty close. They even have a new baby granddaughter. They've got tons of family.
None of that matters, Carl. Do you think having other people there magically makes up for my absence somehow? I haven't been home for Christmas in over 4 years. Do you know how much they've been looking forward to this?
Oh, is that how that works?
Is that how that works? Seriously? Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Am I talking to a brick wall? Hello? I can't believe you. You promised me.
Aaron, I'm sorry. I really am.
Are you sorry? Are you actually sorry? Do you even know how much trouble you're putting me through? Do you want to call my parents a week before Christmas saying that our plans have changed and I can no longer spend the holidays with them? Do you know what skipping out on another year means to them? Or me? Do you even care for that matter? Believe me when I say I am so upset, Carl. Maybe once you become a dad, you'll finally understand.
I totally understand, honey. I'll change. I'll do better next year. Listen, why don't you, when you go to the grocery store, buy that cake that you like so much? It's on me. My treat to you for putting up with my family and working so hard for the both of us.
Do you really think that'll make things better? What kind of a person do you take me for? Whatever, I'm over it. This is the last time this happens, you hear me? I'm not kidding anymore. Okay, I'm heading out. Talk to you later.
Sure, take care, honey. Love you.
Aaron, just where on God's great earth are you? You were supposed to get here by 9. It's 11. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to show up late? Just what is going on with you? You better have a good explanation for this.
Sorry, Margaret, I'm still on the way. Everyone's traveling for the holidays right now, so the highways and the airports are a mess. Plus, there was a major snowstorm, so our flight got delayed, so we only just arrived.
You only just touched down at the airport? So what, that means you're gonna be late, what, another hour? You have to do better, Aaron.
Do better? I'm not sure how you expect me to do better. It's just that time of year. I factored in all the delays I possibly could, but even I can't do anything about the weather, Margaret.
That's not what I'm talking about. Think outside the box, Aaron. If your flight is delayed, can't you rent a car or go to a different airport? There are so many ways to get around. How can you just show up late without doing anything and say it's not your fault? Irresponsible. Just plain irresponsible. I can't believe my Carl chose you.
Not even mentioning the fact that our tickets are non-refundable, it would have taken more time to adjust our travel plans than it would have just waiting out the delay. Respectfully, I've considered all other options and waiting it out was the best course of action.
Excuse me. So what are you trying to say? That my suggestions are stupid?
No, not explicitly.
Well, I never. Just hurry up and get here. I want to see you waltz through our front door with an apron around your neck, ready to work. We've so much to prepare and so little time. Do you think you being late merely reflects poorly on you? No, it's upending all of the planning on my end. Oh dear, dinner is gonna be late. What'll my guests think?
By so much to prepare, I'm sure you just mean shopping and cleaning, right? Just like every other year? If time is such a concern, can't you just ask one of the other guests to help you instead?
Ask my guests to help. Have you lost your marbles? Relatives they may be, but they're still guests. How could I possibly ask them to help?
Sorry, I don't follow. Am I not also a guest?
Surely you joke. You're Carl's wife. That makes you family.
And your relatives are not family?
Nobody likes a nitpicker, Aaron.
Look, just forward me the shopping list. We're getting in the rental right now. We'll stop by a grocery store and take care of it on the way.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Carl's in the car with you, isn't he? That means I'll be making him work as well.
Is Carl not family? Like, even more so than I am?
Carl is my only son. What kind of mother would I be if I foisted work on my darling baby boy?
What kind of mother would you be if you foisted work on his wife instead?
What good is a woman if she can't work? That's what's wrong with this generation. Nobody wants to work anymore, especially the women. How do you think I landed my husband? By working my butt off in front of his family. By making their beds, folding their laundry, cooking their meals. Everything they asked of me, I did. That is the only way for a woman to show their worth. And now that you married into our family, you'll be doing the same.
Somehow, I just knew you were going to say that.
And that all starts with cleaning. Some of my relatives are already here, and the house is still a mess. You better hurry up. We're wallowing in filth here.
If you're truly wallowing in filth, as you said, is there any specific reason why you can't get started on cleaning without me? I'm not saying I won't help you, but I'm not quite there yet. If the situation's really that dire, surely there's something you can do.
Are you telling me to do everything myself? Making an old woman work? Why, I never. We'll see how glib you are when I slip on a wet floor and break my neck.
No, that's not what I'm... You know what? Forget it. We're on the way. I'll be there soon.
You better. Aaron, are you still at the grocery store?
Just finished paying and on my way back. What's up?
Oh, that's perfect. Don't leave yet. I need something from you. Thank goodness you moved so slow, eh? I would have been in a real pinch if you had left.
Thanks, I guess? So what do you need from me?
Just a few additional items on the shopping list, if you don't mind.
Margaret, I already have both hands full. I don't know how much more I can carry. Like, it's honestly a feat that I'm still able to text you right now with all these bags dangling off my fingers.
That's quitter talk, Aaron. It's just a few more items, you'll live.
Can I come back to drop off the bags I already have first? Just so you know, we wouldn't need to have this conversation if you just let me use the car to go shopping.
And leave us without a mode of transportation in case of an emergency? Absolutely not. You'll walk.
You need both your husband's car and our rental? Even if there is an emergency, I think it would be funny if you just had the one car.
Nonsense, just nonsense. What if two of us need to run an errand at the same time?
What if? Why are we talking about what ifs when I'm the only one actually out on an errand? This is ridiculous. The chance of there being two emergencies at the same time is so negligible. This just feels like I'm being punished.
Spoken truly like somebody who's never had to deal with two emergencies at the same time. You'll understand one day, I'm sure. Anyway, back to your question. No, you have to get all of this done in one trip.
And why is that?
Why is that? Use your brain, dear. What a waste of time it is to be going back and forth like that. 2 trips is twice the amount of time. You're already late and now you want to waste even more time.
We're talking about time when you made me walk all the way over here when there are two perfectly good vehicles sitting at home. Forget it. What do you need? If they're small items, I might be able to manage. If they're heavy, forget it.
My husband says we're out of alcohol. Could you pick up some beer, whiskey, vodka on your way home? Anything's fine, dear. We just need some liquor in the house.
Alcohol? Really? I know how much your family likes to drink, so let me guess, you'll need something like 10 bottles?
10 sounds great, dear. I mean, the bottles are all individually quite small, aren't they? What's the big deal?
The big deal is that those are heavy liquids, Margaret. I'm already carrying soft drinks for the kids and a bag of rice for crying out loud. And now you want me to pick up some bottles? Do you understand that this is no longer a question of whether I'm willing or not? It's whether I'm physically capable of carrying anything else.
Hush, dear, you're exaggerating. You're still young. What's a few extra pounds anyway? It'll help you work up an appetite for tonight.
Young. I'm in my 40s, Margaret.
That still makes you younger than I am, and I can carry all that no problem. You'll be fine. I believe in you, Aaron. Put your back into it.
Listen, my hands are full right now, so I can't. But can you just ask Carl to come pick me up? I'm not carrying all of this crap on my own.
I'm afraid he won't be able to help you, dear. His uncles just arrived and they fed him shot after shot. He's currently passed out on the couch. You wouldn't want him to drive drunk, would you?
What? It's like 4 in the afternoon and he's already that drunk? Even after I told him he can't hold his liquor and he shouldn't drink too much? Unbelievable.
Oh my, you told him not to drink? It's Christmas Eve, dear. Don't you think you're being too harsh on him? To think he was living with such a wife from hell this whole time. It's no wonder he let loose today.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I say that out loud?
This is a text conversation, Margaret. You can't play dumb like that.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is he won't be able to help you. So please get us some more booze, okay? Grandma needs to get her buzz going. Oh, it's almost 5, which means it's poker time. Ciao, dear.
No, wait, I'm serious, Margaret. I can't do this. Are you there? Send someone to come pick me up. Margaret, what the hell are you doing? Did you just dump a bucket of water all over me? I was trying to sleep.
You were trying to slack off, it's what you were trying to do. It's Christmas Day and you're snoozing on the couch like you have all the time in the world. Is that my fault or yours? Do you think I invited you over just so you could eat my food and sleep in my bed? You're here to work. If you're not working, you're not staying here.
Your relatives all went home, didn't they? What is there even left to do? I see you with your cup of tea and biscuit. You clearly thought there was enough time for you to relax, so why can't I have a minute to myself? Also, I told Carl to tell you that I was going to nap for 5 minutes. Did he not tell you that?
You told Carl, did you? Is this his house? What gives him the right to let you nap?
I distinctly recall back when we first got married, you told me that I would need to listen to Carl from now on. Now you're telling me I need to listen to you?
Use your brain, honey. There's a time and a place for everything. When you're living with Carl, you follow his rules. When you're under mine, you follow mine. Are we clear?
What about Joe? It's his house too, right? Does he have a say in the matter?
My husband? Of course he does.
Then can I text him and ask him what this is all about?
Sure you can.
Great. Let me ask him real quick what he thinks about this.
But he's out with our relatives right now, and he's not the type to check his phone much. I don't think you'll be able to reach him.
What the hell, Margaret? So what was that just now? You freaking doused me in water just because you felt like it? Did my napping offend you that much?
Offend me? Heavens, no. And pouring water all over you just because I felt like it. Why, it almost sounds like you're making me out to be some sort of cartoon villain. All I want is a commitment from you, my daughter-in-law, to work as hard as she can while she's here.
I've deep cleaned your entire house, bought all your groceries and alcohol, prepped everything for dinner last night. What else do you want me to do?
Don't worry, dear, I won't ask all of that from you again. Today there's just one simple task you must do for me. When my husband comes back with our relatives, they'll be hungry. Surely they'll be expecting a meal, don't you think? A nice Christmas dinner, as it were.
We have leftovers from last night. Can't you make them turkey sandwiches or something?
Leftovers? Absolutely not. You will cook them something fresh. Sandwiches for dinner? Unthinkable.
No, that's it. I'm done. I'm not cooking anything. If you want them to have a good meal, you do it yourself.
Excuse me. Are you serious? You have the gall to ask me to cook after what happened last night? What happened last night? Remind me, dear.
Seriously, you want me to remind you? You tossed my full dish of potato salad into the trash. After that, I'm not touching a single pan in your house ever again.
And just whose fault do you think that was? How many years have you been here and you still don't remember that I don't like bacon in my potato salad?
All that wasted food just because you couldn't stand one single ingredient in there? What are you, a child? Then why didn't you just tell me that? If you took a single second to just say, hey, I don't like bacon in my potato salad, could you not include any? I would have happily not included any. Instead, you waited for me to finish mixing everything together before tossing it all in the trash. Like, what the heck? I am not a mind reader, Margaret. You have to tell me these things. And just by the way, it is frickin' exhausting to accommodate your taste buds.
Why, I never. You think you can worm your way out of cooking just because you messed up once?
Worm my way out of cooking? Try everything? Because I have done literally everything around here. What have you done, Margaret, besides berate me for not doing my job properly?
You are an able-bodied adult. How dare you insinuate that an old lady like me should have to do the same amount of work as you? As a family, we all agree that you need to pull your weight around here.
Really? Everyone, including all your relatives, think the same way? Is that why when they pass by you pretend to work, or you pretend to be giving me advice?
I have no idea what you're talking about. All I'm doing is offering you a helping hand because you're so clumsy. If you didn't have my help, God knows how many times the kitchen would have been set ablaze by now.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not because you know you're doing something you shouldn't be doing? You're pretending to work because you're afraid. You're afraid they'll find out you've been making me do all the work, and that's a bad thing, isn't it?
I'm afraid you're speaking gibberish, dear. Why would I be afraid when they would all agree with me? I haven't done anything wrong. All I'm doing is giving you some much-needed guidance.
Is that so? So you haven't done anything wrong is what you're saying?
Exactly. I've done nothing wrong.
Nobody here would be upset to find out the truth is what you're saying.
What truth? They already know the truth. That you're always so unwilling to help me. You're just making excuses and slacking every chance you get.
Okay, if you say so. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Let's see if you still stand by your statement later.
Oh my, Erin. You have a plan, do you? Color me intrigued. I can't wait to see what you've got in store.
Erin, are you there? Everything is falling apart over here. Oh, what the hell happened? Where did you go? You need to come back and explain yourself.
I thought I already very clearly explained myself. Your mother has been on my case ever since we got married, so I'm leaving.
You call that an explanation? Listen, we'll talk about that later. I just need you back here. We need to defuse the situation. Everyone's piling onto my poor mother, blaming her for everything. And this is insane. She doesn't deserve this.
They're blaming her? That's hilarious. Just so we're clear, she does deserve it. Every last bit of it and then some. I'm not coming back. I just found a motel with a vacancy, so I'll be staying there for the night.
Erin, you can't be serious. Just what is going on with you, babe? Can we talk about this?
Forget about me. Tell me what's going on over there.
I told you, didn't I? It's like everyone's gone mad.
I'm not talking about right now, dear. I'm talking about during the big reveal. How was it?
It was shocking, to say the least. I don't think anyone expected to see all of that. I mean, the part when my mom trashed your potato salad? People were upset.
They were upset? You don't say. I'm sure seeing all that wasted food ticked off more than a few of your relatives.
But what got everyone the most was seeing my mom trying to hit you. When that happened, several people flipped out on the spot.
Did they now? Well, if I were her relative, I'd be furious seeing that too.
After you left, she was stuttering and stumbling all over her words, trying to explain herself, but no one was buying it. Everyone was just standing over her and shouting at her.
She was? That's actually hilarious. Oh man, now I regret leaving. I wish I were there to see that.
You knew my mom would do that, didn't you? That's why you secretly recorded everything.
Of course. How else could I convince everyone of what was happening? Every time someone came near, she'd always try to pretend like she was doing something else. She's good at faking it too, I have to admit. But someone who's as two-faced as her would no doubt try and come up with excuses. That's why the video evidence was invaluable.
I see, so you had a plan all along.
I did, and it paid off big time. How's your mom right now? You said something about people piling on her?
Yeah, Dad is furious. Besides him, most of our female relatives are angry at her.
Really? Wow, I thought I was the only one your mother was after, but I guess I was wrong. And your dad's furious? He didn't know either. What a surprise.
Yeah, I really think it was a surprise. I've never seen him that angry before.
I was being sarcastic. Of course he didn't know.
You could just tell by looking at him. The second he saw the video, the color just drained from his face.
Well, now that's all squared away, we know exactly who's left to blame. Just you and your mom.
Wait, me? Why me? What the heck did I do?
Don't tell me you honestly think you have nothing to do with this. How many times have I told you about your mother's behavior and you did absolutely nothing? How many times have you straight up just ignored me? You know, honestly, I gave you the benefit of the doubt at first. I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. So I tried my hardest to get on your mom's good side, but no matter what I did, she wouldn't stop. I sat you down and had serious conversations with you again and again, but nothing came of it. You did nothing. In fact, you did less than nothing. You always were on her side making excuses, finding ways to help her out, minimizing my suffering. You were enabling her, Carl.
I suppose I was. I'm really sorry, Erin. Listen, you've really opened my eyes. Everything you've said today is true. I made mistakes, but this is the last time, I swear. I'll change. It'll never happen again. I'll convince my mom to change as well. So please, Erin, just come back and we can talk things over.
There will be no next time, Carl. I've had enough of this. I don't trust a word you say, especially about your mother and how you're going to change.
What do you mean there will be no next time? You're coming back, right? Oh, quit making me worry already and just come home already.
No, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce? Oh, that's not funny, Erin. Come on. Don't joke about that kind of stuff.
You think I would joke about something like that? I'm serious, Carl. I'm done. Both with you and your mother.
No, please, babe. Oh, we can work this out. Oh, please don't divorce me. I promise you this will never happen again. Just give me one more chance.
Are you even aware of how many times I've heard that exact sentence from you?
I've said that before.
In the 7 years we've been married, I've probably heard that 100 times. How many more last chances do you need, Carl?
I'm serious. This is the last time for real. I swear. I'll put my foot down. I'll tell my mom to stop it. In fact, we don't ever have to come and see her again. Just please don't leave.
Nope. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice? I've seen you renege on your promises more times than I can count. It's like the second you interact with your mother, you turn into a child who is incapable of talking back to her. And every time she talks you down, I get hit with the consequences. Do you now understand where I'm coming from?
No, you're right. You know what? Fine. Next time my mom asks you to do something, I'll help out instead.
You'll help out? Are you serious? That's your freaking family. Helping me out? That's ridiculous.
Talking like I'm supposed to be the one doing all the chores around your house?
That's not what I meant. Oh, come on, you know what I mean, right?
No, I don't know what you mean, and you're not going to change my mind. I'm going to head back home by myself tomorrow. I won't be there when you get back. Don't try to find me either. Just sign the papers I leave on your desk, okay? I trust you'll know what they're for. Have a wonderful new year, Carl.
This is the opposite of a wonderful new year. I'm not signing Jack, Aaron. I'm not letting you leave me. Are you there, Aaron? Aaron?
Aaron, you're divorcing Carl. Yes, the proceedings were just yesterday. We'll be living separately from now on. A woman divorcing a man. Ridiculous. How do you expect to live comfortably by yourself? If you end up making the biggest mistake of your life, don't say I didn't warn you, dear. I'll be fine, Margaret. It's your son you should be worried about. What? How dare you insult my baby boy? Let him be the man of the house and be a good wife. It's that simple. I'm not insulting him. I'm just telling you the truth. Let me ask you a question. You know where Carl works, right? He works at the same company as you do. Right. So, what about it? Then you surely also know that I'm his manager, right? You're his... what? Oh, you didn't know that. Well, I'm sorry. I had to be the one to give you the news. That means I make more than him, which means that I'll be fine. And he won't. So what? Even if that is true, men make more than women on average. Just give it a few years and soon Carl will be doing way better than you. I don't know about that, especially if he continues working his current job. What are you talking about? He is my capable baby boy. Nothing is beyond his grasp. Last year, our company lost out on a fairly sizable project because of him. That's not a good look, especially when we failed to get the project as a direct result of his negligence. He may or may not be on the company blacklist for promotions. Just saying. That can't possibly be true. He tells me all the time about all the good work he's doing, about how everyone at the office likes him. I'm not lying. Maybe he is, though. I can't say for sure if the people at the office like him or not, but he definitely does not do good work. Now, if I know anything about Carl after being married to him for 7 years, it's that he's quite the unambitious one. I doubt he'll ever muster up the courage to change careers. I guess that just means he'll wallow in his current position for the rest of his days. No, I don't believe you. Carl would never lie to me. That's okay. You don't have to believe me. Just give it a few months and see what happens. Oh, right. One more thing. You know how your husband has been giving you a stipend for living expenses every month? Like he's giving you an allowance, basically. It sounds like he's just about ready to put a stop to that. Wait, what? Who told you that? Well, he did. Wait, he told me before he told you? That's hilarious. Yeah, that money he was giving you every month, that's about to end. He told me the money was his way of alleviating his guilt for dumping the kids on you all those years while he worked. But it looks like he's finally getting over it. It clearly wasn't his intention for the money to spoil you the way that it did. What does that have to do with anything? Just what is he thinking? I can't believe this. I need that money, you know. He can't take it away just like that. Not without talking to me first. I deserve that money for raising his kids, cooking him his meals, keeping his house clean. Listen, you need to tell him that we need to have a proper sit-down conversation about this. He's being rash. Tell him yourself, what am I, your messenger? This is between you and him. An outsider like me can't do anything. Except laugh at the situation. I can do that. I think you should just be glad he's not divorcing you. But hey, what do I know? Could you imagine if he actually divorced you? What would you even do? Imagine you, all alone, living out the rest of your days in some cramped one-bedroom apartment. A far cry from your current lifestyle, don't you think? Stop it! Don't say such things. That would never happen. He would never divorce me, I think. Please, Aaron, could you talk to him? Convince him to keep giving me an allowance like he always has. I told you I'm not your errand girl.
Talk to him yourself. Whatever he decides to do, that is entirely up to him. That being said, I think you should start looking towards the future. With your husband's money gone and your son's income also reduced, your life is going to look very different in a few weeks.
What? Why are you talking about Carl? What does he have to do with this?
What, I just told you, didn't I? Were you not listening? I was the main breadwinner of the house. After our divorce, his income will be reduced by more than half. So I bet you he won't be able to show you as much love as he did before. You can say goodbye to all those expensive Christmas gifts, trips out with the family, all those lavish date nights.
I didn't even think about that. I can't deal with losing both their money, not at the same time.
Who knows? Maybe he'll be so desperate for money, he'll take up a second job and won't even be able to come visit you anymore.
No, please, anything but that. I need to see my darling son. You understand, right? He needs me and I need him. If he wants to come visit, you'll finance him, right? Right?
Excuse me, have you finally lost your mind? Why would I give him a cent of my money once we're divorced?
But we've known each other for so long. You've known Carl for so long. Surely you two can remain friends. I know I've done some mean things to you in the past, but that was all out of love, Aaron, honest. So please.
Seriously? Are you even listening to yourself right now? Remain friends with my ex-husband and his utterly insane mother-in-law? Why would I ever willingly subject myself to that? Let me get one thing straight, Margaret. I owe you absolutely nothing. I only put up with you and all your antics out of respect for Carl. Now that we're no longer a couple, I have no reason to keep up appearances in front of you. You are a terrible person, and I would never go out of my way to accommodate you in any way. Well, I think this conversation has run its course. You're absolutely no longer in a right state of mind. You know, I always did think there was something off about you. Never would I've imagined that you had this many screws loose. Honestly, I don't know why I waited so long. I'm so done with all of you.
Don't say that. We care about you. You and Carl were a good couple.
Don't make me laugh. He's a spineless mama's boy that never stands up for himself or me. How can I trust someone like that as a husband or a father? He's shown too many times that he's never going to be independent.
What do you mean as a father? You guys told us you were never going to have kids.
Well, we did get married at 35. I wasn't planning on quitting my job anytime soon either.
So what are you saying? Are you pregnant? Answer me!
Well, yes, I suppose I might as well tell you. I'm pregnant.
What? Oh my gosh. That is just congratulations. I am so happy for you two. How long have you known? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Carl and I aren't together, so I don't intend on letting him be part of my life anymore. I actually found out I was pregnant during Christmas. I wasn't feeling great and took a test on a whim. I really didn't expect it to be positive, but it just seemed like a Christmas story.
It was. It is. It's a Christmas miracle.
No, Margaret, it was the worst Christmas ever. You didn't forget, did you?
I'm so sorry about that. I had no idea about any of this. You have to understand.
Your behavior was horrible, regardless of me being pregnant. The pregnancy did make things a lot harder to deal with, though.
I can't apologize enough. I feel terrible.
And Carl wasn't any help either. All I could think was, how am I going to raise a child in this kind of environment? A mother-in-law who treats me like a slave and abuses me. A husband who's absolutely useless and no help at all.
I can do housework. I was just asking you to do it because, you know, you were the wife. It's how things were when I was raised.
You're not that old. Look, I know you got married young and you were a housewife ever since. But come on, times are different and you can't force your ancient initiation ritual or whatever on people.
Erin, I understand now. Can we talk about the baby? It's not some sort of prank, is it? You're actually pregnant.
Yes, I'm actually pregnant.
You're keeping it, right?
Yes, I'm keeping it.
Oh, thank God. Well then, how could you get divorced? You're gonna need Carl to help you raise the baby.
I don't think so. In fact, when I really thought about it, I realized it would be better to live as a single mother.
That is just not true. Ridiculous. Nobody on God's green earth would say that. Nobody in their right mind, that is.
I'm sure there are plenty of people who agree with me. There are plenty of services offered now, and labor laws have become much more accommodating.
What do you mean? You need a man to pay for you while you're home with the baby. There's no way around that. Get real, little girl. That baby's a Christmas miracle. It's going to help us start on a fresh leaf.
You mean turn a new leaf? Have a fresh start?
You know what I mean. This is a sign. This is God's will for you two to get back together. Imagine that. You need to name that baby Noel. Oh, that's perfect.
No, you have no say in this baby's name, and I'm definitely not naming it Noel. That is so cheesy.
We can discuss this later then. I'm just saying you need to listen to reason. You're gonna be a mother. The best thing to do is try to make things work with Carl.
No, like I said, I'm gonna do this on my own.
Does Carl even know about this? He has a right to know.
I know. I'm going to tell him after my next doctor's appointment. I am 42 after all. I don't even know why I blurted it out to you. I guess I wanted you to understand the full extent of the damage you caused and the information I'm basing my choices on.
That's not fair. I didn't know it was even a possibility that you'd get pregnant.
Well, maybe it was a Christmas miracle. I did always want to be a mother. I was always thinking of work and never quite there with Carl, but now I'm ready. I've already talked to my boss about maternity leave, and it turns out the company has excellent support systems set up.
That's great. But what about Carl?
We'll see what happens, but in the meantime, please don't contact me. I'm pregnant. I don't want stress to cause harm to my baby.
Stress? It's my grandbaby. I'll be so nice, I promise.
Look, like I said, we'll see what happens. But for now, meaning until at least after I've given birth, I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, I understand. I will leave you alone for a while. Just take care of yourself, and please ask me for anything. Please, Aaron, I need to be a part of that baby's life.
1 year. Give me some space, and I'll see how I feel after I have my baby. Goodbye, Margaret.
Okay, Aaron, I'll wait.
To my surprise, Margaret kept her promise. I did get a phone call from Joe asking me to take it easy on her, but after a short talk, we were both on the same page. Joe told me he was also on the edge with Margaret. He says he's also contemplating divorce after everything that happened. Carl did not react well to what I told him. He started yelling profanities at me, so I had to hang up on him. I blocked his number and contacted a family lawyer. She explained to me my options for getting child support and how custody and visitation worked. I started to feel overwhelmed with everything and asked her to handle it with as little involvement from myself, and she did a great job. Another miracle happened when my boss called me in and told me about a new office that's being built in Hawaii. I was offered a temporary position as advisor, which I could do remotely while I was pregnant, with the opportunity to move to Hawaii to manage the office after I'm ready to go back to work. I couldn't believe my luck. I have to admit, I felt like I may not be able to handle life as a single mother. While there is a long road ahead, I'm not sure what I'll want for my baby in a few years. For now, things are okay. I'll let them back into my life if and when I see fit. In the meantime, I plan on enjoying every second of being a mommy like I always wanted to be. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. See you in the next video.